There is a little bit of like nervousness around that as well, around it being hype, which I can definitely sort of talk to. But for me, AI is just an evolution of software. It fundamentally is the same thing when it's solving for like an industry problem. The sheer sophistication of Microsoft gets you to a point as well where you're like, is this pushing my craft forward? Am I challenged enough at my actual craft? You don't have to jump from a massive organization like that to being the fifth employee at a startup. That is a big jump. If you leave room for the community to work with itself, you find advocates for the product, yes, but you also find advocates for best practices within your specific industry. And it might just have been our, ideal customer profile being researchers, designers, and product managers, because they are very curious, interested, and they also want to push their craft forward. When you're doing community-led go-to-market, you're creating natural word of mouth element of being brought in. Yes, it's tedious to get there, but if you don't invest today in things like help center or community, you're going to sort of kick yourself down the road, I think. And the way to think about it is, how efficiently can we do this? And how can we stand to be like the pillar of thought leadership in this particular discipline, while also creating a spot for people to chat to their peers in other organizations, like a safe space, I would say. The issue I find with most founders and video is they are optimizing for incredibly high quality from the get-go, because great founders love high quality. And so then they get stuck in this motion of thinking that it needs to be perfect before it gets released. The way that we viewed anything like that is like, if we were having an interview with someone who's like a thought leader, that is doing a customer interview. It's just with a customer you don't have yet. Consistency is key. And if you could find a way to do like 2 long form articles a month. Now, I have 2 different ways that I think about this. You could start with a concept and every week do a LinkedIn post that builds itself up to being an article, or you could start with a video that then could end up being, when you break it apart, could be the different LinkedIn posts. So, or Slack posts or X posts, whatever that looks like, as you break it in, or they might be like within help articles. And that's a big thing, is like, if you're creating content, you should only